Few are ever invited to these gardens. Consider yourself privileged. The court believes this garden to be merely another of my eccentricities. A vampire with an interest in horticulture. How quaint. But they fail to understand what truly grows here. The moonlight is particularly fine tonight, perfect for viewing my collection. I maintain a precise balance of moonlight and candlelight. Too much artificial light disrupts their cycles. The common misconception is that vampires cannot abide growing things, that we are creatures of decay alone. Like most prejudices, it contains a fragment of truth twisted beyond recognition. We cannot create life, but we can preserve it with the proper dedication. These specimens each require specific care: temperature, humidity, soil composition. These are the crown jewels of my collection. The blood roses of the Umbral Spires. They bloom but once a century when the twin moons align. The court prizes them only for decoration and status, rare blooms to adorn their banquet tables. Such waste, such ignorance of their true value. I began this collection in 1647, a rather turbulent period in my existence. Each rose here represents a significant moment, a memory I choose not to surrender to time. This particular specimen, white with crimson veining, nearly impossible to propagate. It was her favorite. Eleanor's. She called them midnight stars, said they looked like the night sky had bled onto white silk. She was a botanist, quite accomplished, particularly for a woman in that era. Her family's estate bordered the southern reaches of the Umbral Spires. We met when she trespassed onto court lands, searching for rare specimens. Most mortals who make such mistakes do not survive to regret them. She was utterly fearless, informed me quite sternly that I was pruning incorrectly, and proceeded to demonstrate the proper technique. Like so, she insisted the cut must be at precisely this angle to prevent disease. She made these illustrations. Her knowledge surpassed even the court's oldest records. The court tolerated my association with her only because her knowledge proved valuable. New varieties, hardier specimens that could withstand the perpetual twilight of the spires. This particular bloom, it shouldn't even exist at all. A hybrid she created, the only one of its kind. It has survived for 3 centuries, long after its creator. Would you care to examine it more closely? Few eyes have ever beheld it. Careful, the thorns remain quite sharp even after all this time. You've pricked your finger. Here, allow me. This salve will prevent any reaction to the thorns. Their poison is mild, but can cause some discomfort to mortals. Oh, forgive me. Your touch, it reminded me of... Eleanor's hands were always cool from working with the soil, always in motion, always creating. The court discovered a relationship, eventually. They considered it inappropriate, beneath my station. I was to end it immediately. The true blood rose. Eleanor discovered it far into the mountain range where even vampires rarely venture. She risked her life to collect the first cutting. I found her, half frozen, brought her back to my private quarters in the Spires to oversee her healing. The court was displeased at that. They delivered an ultimatum: end my association with her, or they would end it for me. I made arrangements for her to leave, passage on a carriage bound for the south. She chose to stay, despite my warnings. I will face your court's judgment before I abandon what we found together, she whispered. Her mortal courage was both beautiful and terrifying. She believed her passion could sway the ancient hearts of the court, that the elders would see our bond as something precious rather than forbidden. Such rare hope. It still haunts me. I should have forced her to go. Should have been crueler. Should have made her hate me enough to flee. It was only a few short nights before members of the court paid her a visit. They made it appear as an accident, a fire in her workshop, the court's judgment delivered with characteristic subtlety. By the time I reached her, there was nothing to be done. These roses, they are all that remain of her work, her legacy. The court believes I maintain this garden out of eccentricity. They have never understood that it is my rebellion, my memorial, my promise. I have not shared this place with anyone in a very long time. I'm not entirely certain why I've chosen to share it with you. Perhaps some part of me recognizes something familiar in you, a similar spirit, a similar courage. I must return to the spires before my absence is noted. Perhaps you might visit this garden again. The roses bloom more vibrantly when appreciated by understanding eyes.